I'm here with my friend Kathy, and we just finished seeing Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Kathy, say hello to the fellow listeners out there.
Hello, fellow listeners. Hello to all my Harry Potter fans.
Kathy, I've known for years, and I've always known her to be a big Harry Potter fan. So, Kathy, we just came out of the movie, and what are your thoughts?
I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was very well done. A lot of references, of course, to things in the old movies and in the books, of course, because it's all from the magical world. When it first started out, I thought it was missing a little of the Harry Potter magic, excuse the pun there, but it turned out to be a fantastic movie.
I even like because in the beginning when they showed the WB sign, the Warner Brothers sign, they had the little Harry Potter jingle. Like from there, you didn't feel like the magic in the very beginning.
I would say it was probably within the first 20 minutes, a half hour, I thought, it's a little bit of the Harry Potter magic is not here, but it did pick up once the story picked up and everything. So it did eventually have the Harry Potter magic and all what you would expect from the world of Harry Potter.
I, as well, enjoyed the movie very much. For me, for some reason, I like the fact that the main characters were adults and not kids.
Eddie Redmayne.
He was fantastic.
Yes.
He was great. The cast was great. To me, there was nothing that was performance-wise was weak. Everybody was very believable. And the relationship between Newt Scamander and the main woman in the movie, I'm forgetting her name, I did not buy that at all. The relationship between Mr. Kowalski and the sister, I brought that hand over fist. 100% I'm buying that, And like I said, the other thing, I can't put my finger on it, but they just jump into things. Like, why did he want to capture Credence, who was like one of the main people in the movie? I have to go get him. Like, what? Why do you have to go get him? And Tina having this whole thing about wanting to bring him in. She's already been told, like, okay, it's not going to happen. And then she brings him home and she feeds him and everything. It's like, what? When did this switch to taking care of these people happen overnight? Those were my main issues, the relationship there and the movie just going in certain directions. But overall, the look of the movie was incredible. The look of the creatures, the special effects. I love the suitcase and the whole, that being a whole other world. I thought that was super cool. For me, the person who stole the movie was Samantha Morton. She's the one who plays the evil mother. Not the evil mother, but the one who was really against witches. Every time she was on screen, 100%. To me, she almost superseded everybody else in the movie. She was the one that I bought all the time when she came on screen. But like I said, there were no bad performances. Everybody was very good. Colin Farrell was very good. And you see Johnny Depp, but I'll be honest with you, Johnny Depp came up, people started laughing. It wasn't even a thing oh, wow. People were laughing a little bit. But overall, it was very enjoyable for sure.
I agree with you. On the point of the jumping in, it was a little disjointed in the beginning also. And I think if you weren't really familiar with the world of Harry Potter, it could mislead you a little or kind of leave you in the dark, so to speak.
Yes.
The scene where he's taking care of these magical creatures, for me, it just transported me into that whole world. I felt like I was there. I felt I was in that moment with him, which was incredible. All the performances, I do agree, were amazing. And I think Eddie Redmayne is perfect for the Harry Potter films.
Yeah, what do you think about that comment, Kathy? Because I saw that I think you agree with that comment, that this particular because we both know this movie's going to make a ton of money over the weekend, and they're going to make a whole series over this. What do you think about that? That they're not. The main characters are not kids. I personally, I love that, For me, these, Eddie Redmayne in particular, he has a weight to him. He has gravitas when he comes on screen. I believe them more than I do the kids, is what I'm saying. What do you think about that in terms of the main characters being adults and not kids?
I like the adult version of it. I think it's interesting because it's the world actually before Harry came along. So it gives you the pre-story before.
Yes.
Which is an interesting take. It would be interesting to see what the next movie is that follows up to this one. I think they've left it, of course, wide open, so to speak, with several things in the movie that makes you think there's another one coming along not too far down the road.
Yes.
And again, it's of course the whole story of good over evil.
Yes, and I look forward. Honestly, I feel more invested in finding out. Seeing how the next movie's going to be. You were asking me before about the previous Harry Potter movies. Honestly, I wasn't like the craziest fan of them, but I think to be a completist is the reason why I saw all of them. But if looking back, if they would have come out now, and I wouldn't go and see every single one. Like I wasn't honestly that's sold, by Harry Potter. I always thought it was cool and it was okay, and it's great that this new fantasy series is making waves. I enjoyed that, but looking back, I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan. I'm not.
I think with that, and I know other friends who kind of came in on the movies or came in very late on the movies. I think one of the important things was what that was missing in that to hook you in was actually the reading of the books, because the books gave you so much more detail and of course pulled you into that world, and they explained so much more than the movies actually can and cover.
Yes.
It made people that follow the series faithfully when the book series was out rooting for who their favorite character, who was going to walk away, who was going to survive, till the very end. So I think that was, for some people, that was part of the piece that was missing with not being able to really tie into Harry so strongly, is if you didn't read the books. I think the books were really something that gave you so much more detail and made them so much more real.
You know what it is? That's a great point. Because we both also work with Millie, and Millie had read all the books as well, and she's a big fan of them. You know what it was with those movies? That they just lacked aggression for me. They just lacked kind of action, And it's true, I like a good movie. I like a good movie. It doesn't have to be some action movie, Anything that's good I like. But those movies, just kind of seem to go on. And that was just my only complaint of it. But now just wrapping up, Kathy. Score from 1 to 10, Kathy, on Fantastic Beasts and where to find them.
I would say an 8.
Awesome.
And of course, those of us from the magical world know exactly where to find them.
Boom. Kathy, I'm going to go ahead and give it 7.5 because, like I said, visually amazing. And I do agree with you, the scene when they show the Fantastic Beasts, that was super cool. But the movie wasn't 100% like one clear story. It was just like they got into adventures, and then their reasoning for doing some things was just like, what, And there were some other relationships I did not buy. But overall, very enjoyable movie. I don't think you even have to be a Harry Potter fan to jump into this universe if you wanted to jump in with this as being your first movie,
Agreed.
That's it for now, Kathy, and we'll go ahead and check out the next movie sooner than later.
See you at Hogwarts.
Boom.